I know a lot of people are going to get mad at this video because I've been going through it for the past couple of weeks because of the elections, presidential elections. I've had a lot to say this time around. And I'm not going to lie to you. I was happy that Obama won in 2008. And the only reason why I was happy is not for the same reason as you. The only reason why I was happy was because it pissed off a lot of racist white people. That's the only reason why I cared. I wasn't expecting Obama to come and give $1 million check to every black person in the country. I wasn't expecting him to come along and save the day, any of that. Because I knew from the very beginning that Obama was just a politician, just like the rest of them. And if you put your trust in a politician, you're a fucking fool. That's the way I believe. That's the way that I've always believed. But I've been catching hell from people, man, because people want to look at me like I'm crazy when I say that I don't like Obama. But here's why I don't like Obama. Because number one, he's a fucking murderer, okay? He's a murderer, and he jokes about the shit. Think about that. He had some type of dinner ball or whatever, where he had to get up and give a speech and make some jokes or whatever. And he made a joke about predator drones, and everybody laughed and thought the shit was funny. I think the shit is fucked up. I don't think it's funny at all. This is supposed to be the land of the free and the home of the brave. And when you really take a look, we're neither one of those fucking things over here in this country. We're not free. We're definitely not free. If you think that, you're a fucking fool just because they let you have a little bit of freedom. They showed you how quick they can take that shit from you. All they have to do is tell you idiots that they're trying to protect you from terrorism, and you'll do damn near anything. They'll tell you, I guarantee you this, half of y'all, probably more than half of y'all, would probably go along with anything they fucking tell you. If they came out and said, we need to remove the left nut out of every man in this country to protect you from terrorism, I guarantee you more than half of y'all will probably drop your nuts on the operation table and shit. Because that's just how stupid you've become. So this is not the land of the free. It's definitely not the home of the brave. Whenever you can fly a plane over a country and blow the shit out of them from the sky, and there is not even a motherfucking pilot in the plane, what the fuck is brave about that? There's nothing brave about that. There's nothing to be proud of about that. This country celebrates murder. Obama went over there and killed Gaddafi because he was hating on him. He did exactly what he was told by who's ever in his ear telling him what moves to make. He went over there and murdered Gaddafi. I think you guys need to do some research on Gaddafi. Okay, this man was no fucking terrorist. That's all they have to do is tell you somebody's a terrorist, and you'll just look at murder like it's nothing. We could just murder somebody. We can just go into their fucking country and murder them. And all we have to do is say that they're terrorists, and that makes everything okay. Where are you guys getting this shit from? And why do you guys think like that? Gaddafi built a satellite where people in this country can call over to Africa directly without having to go through Europe. And it pissed white people off. It pissed Americans off. It pissed Europeans off. Because I can't remember the exact dollar amount, but I know it was hundreds of millions of dollars that they were making just from people calling Africa from the United States. And they hated on him for that. He was on the verge of creating the United States of Africa. Made an African bank, was coming up with his own currency. Not a single person in his country was homeless. He housed everybody. And they called this man a terrorist. You look at the footage of this guy over in this country and he's just walking around. He don't have Secret Service, nobody around him. Okay, and people are excited when he's around. Driving down the street, he's got his head sticking out the car, out the sunroof, waving to the people. The people are cheering him. And you want me to believe that this man is a terrorist just because you told it to me on the 10 o'clock news? The last real president we ever fucking had in this country got a bullet in his fucking head. His name was John F. Kennedy. He was the last president that actually tried to do things his own way without having people in his fucking ear telling him all the crooked shit that he had to do. He wasn't for that shit. See, he wasn't supposed to be like that. He was supposed to be like his crooked ass pops. And he was supposed to be a sure thing for the powers that be. But when it turned out that he wasn't that way, they killed him. It seems like they kill anybody that has a mind of their own. And this country was built on keeping other people down. They feel like everybody else needs to be struggling for them to be on top. That's basically what this country is all about. Let's suppress everybody else so that we can be number one. That's basically it. And you guys sit down, at your table and enjoy your nice meal every day, while there's people in other places that have no food at all, don't even have clean water and shit, who don't have the luxury to take a hot shower and shit, who don't have a luxury to go to a mall or a department store and buy new clothing. And you sit around and talk about we're the biggest and baddest country on the face of the earth. Are you guys forgetting what that actually fucking takes? What's happening in front of you? How we just invade countries and drop bombs on them like it ain't nothing? And you sit back and you celebrate and you cheer the shit? These are people who are dying over there. These are people just like you and me. They breathe the same air. They love their family and their children just the same as you do. And you just turn a blind eye to America going over to these places, dropping bombs on them like it's some type of fucking video game. Like it's fucking Call of Duty or some shit. And you don't even care, man. You just turn a blind eye to it. You think that every single person that they kill over in these other countries that we invade, and think about the word invade. We're invading these countries. We're coming in without permission. We'll invade a country and you think that every single person that they killed over there is a terrorist because they like to throw that word out there all the time. Terrorist, regime, radicals. They put these words in your mind and you say, well, shit, fuck them then, right? But you're forgetting the fact that there's men, women, and children over there getting blown up by American missiles and bombs. Imagine right now you're listening to me in this video and somebody kicks in your fucking door and just starts throwing people on the ground and putting them on handcuffs, pointing guns to their head and interrogating them about shit that they don't know nothing about. Beating them up and shit. Beating your dad up and shit. slapping the shit out of your mother, shooting whoever they fucking feel like shooting in the house. This is okay with y'all, man? I mean, what's wrong with you people, man? I really don't understand how things have gotten this bad in the way that we think as human beings, man. We actually think that people that don't live right next door to us are so much different than us and they're beneath us and shit. And that's a European quality, man. Whether you want to hear it or not, it's the fucking truth. You know, the European race was the only group of people that came around and told everybody else that they were beneath them. They're the only group of people who have done that in the history of the world. They come around and separate everybody and say these people are above these people are above these people, black people are at the bottom. They replaced our history with theirs and gave us their raggedy ass shit. You know, they want to tell us that we were subhuman when these motherfuckers were living in caves grunting, didn't know how to read, didn't know how to speak, hadn't developed their own writing system, their own language, anything yet, until they came in contact with other civilizations. And they have the audacity to sit here and tell me as a black person that I'm subhuman and you taught me how to wear clothes and you taught me how to talk and all this shit. Go fuck yourself. Because I don't believe that fucking story. I'm smarter than that. That's your raggedy ass history, not mine. Your history is what? No more than 8,000 years old. And that's probably giving you some extra years. But your shit is no more than 8,000 years old. And my history goes back way further than that. And let me ask you people this, man. Do you really believe that black people were walking around butt naked and miserable and hungry before you came around? Is that really what you believe? With your silly asses? You know, this video is turned into to something else. You know, it was supposed to be about Obama, but I guess it's just a video about Americans in general, the European race, hatred, the love of money and murder that I'm just disgusted with. You know, people need to wake up. And for all you cocky white people out there who think that you're above everybody, you will see very, very fucking soon that you are no better than anybody else. Because it's not going to be about white, black, Mexican, or any other type of Hispanic, Asians. It's not going to be about that, man. It's going to be the elite, which is the top 1% richest people who control everything in this fucking world, versus everybody else. Okay, if you think that your white skin is going to save you, you are going to get smacked with a backhand right across your fucking face. And you're not going to even see this shit coming. I'm going to make some more videos on these topics. But I just had to get that off my chest, man, because I've taken a lot of heat about this Obama shit from people in my family and my friends and things, people who just don't understand why I don't like Obama. You know, and I think that my reasons shouldn't be too hard to understand. The man is a murderer. He's doing everything that he's being told to do. He's taking away what little freedom that we have left. If you don't believe me, you need to look at his fucking policies. You need to look at the NDAA Act that he signed into law January 1st of this year. That basically, it basically says that he can throw you in jail with no trial indefinitely for the rest of your fucking life. He can come and pick you up and throw you in jail for the rest of your fucking life You don't even get a trial. You don't even have the right to a fair trial anymore. All they have to do is say that magical word that you guys eat up. This guy's a terrorist. That's it. And you should look at what they consider a terrorist. You really should, because if you think that it's somebody from the Taliban, you know, with the towel wrapped around his head, or the guy that works at 7-Eleven, then you're sadly fucking mistaken. If you protest, if you stand up for what you believe in, you are a terrorist. You need to go and look that up, man. I mean, he's making it damn near illegal to protest now, and he's giving law enforcement the right to go in and use force, even kill protesters. I bet you idiots didn't even know that. You were worried about your school tuition and shit, right? That's why you wanted to vote for him, because he used that little tool of education to fool your ass. That's what he did, and you fell for it. This dude ain't no better than any other fucking president that we've ever had. I can understand why you love him. I can understand. Trust me. He's the first black president. That means a lot to a lot of people. I get that. But that doesn't just give him a pass on all the shit that he's doing. Are you going to let him come in the house right now and slap the shit out of your mother? Just because he's Obama and he's the first black president? Some of y'all might, man. Not me. Y'all leave your comments at the bottom. I'm out.